Hi students, this short video is to explain the college application process and how to get started. So here's what we'll talk about today, an introduction to SCORE, how to get started with your college applications, a brief comparison of the requirements for different colleges, letters of recommendation, and early action versus early decision. So SCORE, hopefully most of you have already signed up for SCORE and have registered your account. If not, there is another video on our website on telling you how to do that. But when you are in SCORE, here's what you're going to use it for. So all students will research colleges, communicate to your counselor which colleges you're applying to, so you'll add them to your applying list. We have college rep visits in there that you can register for. And then students that are applying to private colleges or need letters of recommendation for scholarships, you will also use SCORE to request those letters of recommendation from your teachers and also complete the brag sheet, which you can find under surveys. And for more information on applying to private schools, we have another video titled Applying to Private and Out-of-State Schools, so check that out. So when you're applying to colleges, we want you to kind of have a healthy approach. So finding colleges that are a good fit for you, not a good fit for your parents or not a good fit for your best friend, but what is a good college that is a good fit for you? And broaden that scope. So apply to some rate schools, apply to that dream school you've always wanted to go to, but also find some schools that are a good target for you. So based on your GPA and your classes that you've taken and possibly your test scores, what colleges match that profile? And then come up with some likely schools or safety schools. So for some of our students, Santa Barbara City College is a safety school or a likely school because you are guaranteed to get in. So don't only apply to those REACH schools, do have a range. And also think of one financial aid safety school, so a college that you are likely to, your families are likely to be able to afford. So some of those private colleges or out-of-state colleges have a pretty high tuition, so you want to make sure that that if you get in, that your family would be able to send you there. For some students, again, Santa Barbara City College, because of the promise, the free 2 years, that is your safety school for finances. On the same note, don't rule out any college based on the cost of tuition because you may get a really great financial aid package. So still apply to those colleges, but make sure that you've applied to a range of schools and then see what financial aid packages you get at the end. And also when you are applying to college, make sure that you're using a personal email, not your school email. You won't get emails from colleges to that account, and make sure it is a professional sounding email account. So a brief overview of the requirements. So for community colleges, so Santa Barbara City College, all you have to do is apply. It's an online application, very easy. For CSUs, typically they have an online application and ACT or SAT scores. This year they are test optional, so you do not need to submit test scores. For UCs, same thing, the online application, test scores are optional this year, so you do not need to have an SAT or ACT. But you do have to write some personal insight questions, some short essays. And then for private colleges, some are test optional, some are not, so you'll need to make sure that you've checked those websites and those requirements. But there's an application, potentially test scores, the essays, you'll need letters of recommendation, and we need to send in your transcript. So the transcript goes through SCORE as well. Out-of-state colleges have their own requirements, so you want to check on those individually. So here are the college application deadlines. The UC is November 30th. CSU has extended till December 4th this year. Private colleges will vary depending on the college and depending on if it's early or regular. And City College will all be in spring semester. And then finally, early action versus early decision. So if you are planning to apply to colleges early, some private colleges have early decision and early action. And they are recommending, a lot of colleges are recommending that if you're applying to their school that you apply early, you have a better chance of being admitted to many schools. Early action is non-binding, meaning you can apply to as many as you want early action, and if you get in, great. But early decision, if you do get into an early decision school that you've applied to, you are committed to going to that school. It is called binding, meaning that you are committed. So you can only apply to one school for early decision. So that is just kind of an introduction. Please check out our other videos if you have other questions about college applications.